The culmination of 2 weeks of intense activism triggered by the abduction, torture and brutal murder of a lawyer, his client and their taxi driver, 2 funeral services in Kikuyu and Kinangop. The last rites marked the end of an intense 2 weeks of activism surrounding the latest cases of extrajudicial killings in the country. 2 weeks that saw different cadres of society, local and international organizations united in calling for the end of the killings and demanding for justice for the victims. Indeed, in a span of just 1 week, the extrajudicial killings sparked outrage that spilled onto the streets, organization after organization holding demonstrations that served to call to attention to this heinous attack and others in the past.
Ameua watu mlolongo wengi, ameua Syokimau nikiona. Mthriva ameua watu. Sasa sisi tuko na huzuni.
The Law Society of Kenya, an organization to which the late Willie belonged, staging perhaps the biggest demonstration of a professional body in recent times, demanding and receiving assurances of action from the accused, the police.
The culprits should be brought to book, that no stone should be left unturned in the investigations. The highest level, the intense most level of investigations and professionalism to collect all the evidence, to get all the culprits and to bring them to book.
I do not want to say no stone unturned. I want to say that we will do as police all that we are required to do to ensure that justice is done.
If you are tired of stories, can I hear you shout enough? Enough! If you are tired of assurances from people behind gates, can I hear you say enough? Enough!
But these assurances aren't exactly new in such cases. Only recently, the same remarks were made in the wake of the murder of businessman and political activist Jacob Juma. Close to 4 months after he was laid to rest, and no tangible progress seems to have been made in the pursuit of his killers. And as their trail gets colder, so does the collective memory of the general public, and the outrage that greeted his murder fizzles out. In similar fashion, the nation's shared conscience that was more than pricked with the brutal murder of then Kikuyu MP George Muchai seems to have been silenced by the passing of time, over a year to be exact. No convictions have been made in that murder case as well. With the burial of the latest extrajudicial victims brings to the fore the fear of a dwindling of efforts and energies expended towards seeking a resolution to their murders. Apart from the ongoing case at the High Court, there seem to be no planned activities revolving around the extrajudicial killing of the 3, raising fears that this could turn out to be another case of selective amnesia in the general Kenyan public, where out of sight normally means out of mind, a situation that leaves the families of the deceased bearing the brunt and the cost of trying to seek justice for the departed. Brenda Wanga, NTV, Nairobi.